Hi you guys, welcome back to my channel, and today we will be talking about how to train your dragon. Now, before we get into the video, I just want to say a very happy birthday to my brother Trey. It's his birthday tomorrow. Yay! Happy birthday, Trey! Yay! Woo! Happy birthday to my brother Trey. Woohoo! Happy birthday, Trey! Woo! Okay, now that is done, let's get into the video. So, how to train your dragon starts off with the monologue from our our main character, Hiccup. Now, he was born. Now, Hiccup was born on Burke Island, where they fight dragons for a living. So, since everybody's a Viking on Burke Island, they fight dragons for a living to protect their home. So it's basically a way of life. But the only problem is Hiccup has let's just say he's not the best at fighting dragons. And he so Hiccup worked for a Viking named Goober, making weapons and Hiccup has been working for Goober ever since he was born. And 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 Goober is best friends with Hiccup's father, Stoic, the first Viking who ever killed a dragon with his bare hands when he was an infant. And here we meet the twin Vikings, and we meet Astrid. A wonderful fighting dragon girl Viking who Hiccup has a crush on. So, so Hiccup actually goes out to actually, I have no idea why he's out, because this is the first beginning of the movie is him explaining. Then he goes out and fire almost catches him. A dragon breathes fire and it almost catches him, but it doesn't, because he goes back inside where Goober is. And Goober is his boss, because Goober is the main one who makes the weapons. And Hiccup is like his apprentice, and 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 even though Hiccup goes to dragon training with the rest of the Viking kids, he's still not the best in the ring when it comes to fighting a dragon. So one night, all the Vikings are talking in the village, and talking in the village, eating, because I think it's dinner time. They were talking in the village, they were eating, and a dragon called a Night Fury comes and breathes fire. Now, a Night Fury in How to Train Your Dragon, basically, they're like Houdini. They've never been seen, they've never been caught. So when they see one, they try to kill it or either catch it. But they've never been seen, they've never been caught. So all the Vikings are losing. And then Hiccup tries, and then he misses, and then his dad talks to Stoic. So the next day, Stoic talks to Goober about, I don't think he will ever become a Viking. And he is not doing good with dragon training. He is not doing good at becoming a Viking. And his dad says, I'm worried. I have a reputation to uphold. And even the other Vikings suck. They are not supportive. Like I'm not gonna give you any spoilers. But even before Hiccup got good, before he got good, the Vikings used to say how Hiccup, being the son of Stoic, the Viking, like the number one hero, the Viking, that killed the dragon with his own bare hands when he was a baby, was supposed to be embarrassed of Hiccup because Hiccup didn't know how to um 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 kill a dragon. like killing dragon killing dragons for Hiccup's family, that goes way beyond their centuries. Like, this is their history. They're supposed to kill dragons. This is their history. It goes way back. And the kids are supposed to take after their parents and actually kill the dragons like their parents did back in the day. So, to prove himself to his father, Hiccup goes into the woods. Oh yeah. Before I forget, when they found the Night Fury, the Night Fury got hit by something, and now half of his tail is missing because it got hit. Okay, so we're good now. Okay, we're moving on. So now, Hiccup goes to find the Night Fury to kill it. Because Hiccup thinks, if I can find that Night Fury, I can prove to my dad and to the rest of everybody on the island that I am a Viking. So he goes into the woods and he actually finds the dragon. and he captures it. And then when he's about to kill it, okay. That's not what happened. Then when he's about to kill it, Hiccup says, "I can do this. I am a Viking." But the dragon looks at him, and then he just decides not to do it. And he sets the dragon free, and then the dragon goes flying. And then he comes back the next day, and he brings them food, and he actually built him a tail, and they actually become friends. And Hiccup names the dragon Toothless. So now that him and Toothless are friends, Hiccup is learning from Toothless how to calm a dragon, how to be nice to a dragon. So he uses his new techniques that he learned from Toothless to actually get better in the dragon ring. So when it is time for him to go to dragon training and to defeat a dragon, he actually doesn't attack it. He actually backs up. But he backs up with a weapon in his hand. But he backs up with the weapon in his hand, saying, "Don't make me tell you again." But inside his pocket, he has a fish. And dragons like eating on fish on the other side of the island where they live. So Hiccup actually gets the dragon to back up, and then when nobody's looking, he throws the fish or a snake or snakes and fish. He throws the fish inside the cage. So, with nobody seeing it, because I don't know if people were watching, they don't like Hiccup, so they probably weren't even watching. They probably were just talking to each other. But his boss, Goober, that he works for, he saw it. And so he uses his tricks to not hurt the dragons, but get them to back off and to get in the cages nicely. And then he rewards them with treats and snacks and fish and snakes and stuff. So, with him getting so good, Astrid, the girl Viking from earlier, she begins to get jealous, and she actually follows Hiccup when he's visiting Toothless, and I'm sorry. Astrid asks him, what is he hiding? Because Astrid used to be the #1 dragon slayer. And if you're the #1 dragon slayer in the ring, that means in the competition, you will be named the #1 Viking, and everybody in the village will look up to you to slay a dragon, and they will follow you. Now, Astrid has been chasing this championship for years. So, when Hiccup gets good, she gets jealous. And she actually follows Hiccup, and she actually follows Hiccup to where Toothless is. Because Toothless ends up following Hiccup because they're best friends. And when Astrid sees him, Astrid scares him, and then he tells Toothless, don't be scared of her, she's just a friend. So, Astrid thinks this is crazy, and she actually climbed up the tree. Well, actually, Hiccup, actually not climb up. Toothless actually puts her on a tree, or she climbed up the tree. I can't remember. And and she and Toothless is a night fury, so he can breathe purple fire. So, trying not to catch on fire, I do remember now. Astrid climbed up the tree and Hiccup explains to Astrid how he doesn't think that they should kill dragons because Hiccup met Toothless on the other side of the island there, and Toothless just seems so calm, so trusting, so honest, and he and Hiccup actually met the rest of his family, and Hiccup now understands that everything they learned about dragons being terrified and evil dragons are wrong. So, Hiccup doesn't want to kill dragons anymore. Well, since he's doing good in the ring, and since every Viking looks up to him, and since Goober didn't see what really happened with that dragon, even though he didn't attack it, but he acted like he was, even though he didn't. So, I know what happens. There are two sides to the stage, and now Goober only saw Hiccup and not the dragon being defeated. So, Goober thinks that Hiccup is defeating all the dragons. But no, he is being gentle and kind and loving to the dragons. And that's what got the dragons to back off and not attack Hiccup. But his dad comes to the workshop, and he actually tells Hiccup, at last, my son, you are a Viking. At last, we will have something to talk about because everybody on the island said how you weren't a Viking, but now that you are, and he gives Hiccup his mom's helmet that she made even out of a breast for Hiccup to have when he was old enough, and they actually have a good heartwarming talk, and the dad is getting a little emotional, but he just sucked it up and he says, good talk, son. And so this gets so big that Hiccup actually becomes the number one person to slay the dragon instead of Astrid. Oh, and guess what? Astrid understands what Hiccup was trying to say, so she will not tell anyone that Hiccup is friends with a dragon named Toothless, and they are all good, and she is no longer jealous of Hiccup anymore. So Toothless actually takes them to the dragon's nest, which the dad has been trying to locate for centuries, but he could never find it. So Hiccup takes him. So Hiccup takes them. He takes Astrid and Hiccup to the dragon's nest. Toothless takes them to the dragon's nest, and Astrid tells Hiccup that we can. And Astrid tells Hiccup, like, Hiccup, we just made it. We just saw the dragon's nest. We just saw the queen, because the dragons have a queen, but she's like in this volcano type thing, and you can only see her if you look down. And so Astrid tries to tell him, we have to tell someone. We have to tell your dad. We have to tell the other raccoons. But no. Hiccup and Astrid make a promise that they will never tell anyone about the dragon's nest. And that they will protect Toothless at all costs. And now, Toothless and Hiccup have this special bond because Hiccup, even though Toothless was injured because he lost the edge of his tail, Toothless got a new tail from Hiccup because he built him a new tail. And Toothless and Toothless and Hiccup are so connected that even when Hiccup is in trouble, Toothless can sense it. And I will tell you more when the story goes on. So anyway, today is the day where Hiccup will defeat a dragon. And the whole clan is watching. The whole clan of Vikings are watching in the arena for Hiccup's big moment because now Hiccup is the #1 dragon slayer, but nobody knows that he wasn't defeating the dragons. Everybody thought that he was defeating them. Even when they were on teams to try to defeat the dragon in the dragon training, Hiccup used to never defeat dragons. He used to use the tricks to calm them down, like he does with Toothless, to get them not to attack him. But everybody else thought he was defeating them. So anyway, it is Hiccup's big moment, and he is so afraid, but his father is so proud to see him slay a dragon at last. But when the time comes, Astrid, the twins, the 2 twin Vikings, every Viking is there, And when the time comes and he sees the dragon, he puts down his helmet and he says, I'm not like them. And he says, I'm not like them. I'm not gonna hurt you. This is when the dragon attacks, but Toothless can hear. But Toothless can hear Hiccup screaming, and Toothless comes to the rescue. And yeah, Toothless comes to the rescue. The dragon that he was told to defeat, he did not defeat, and the dragon almost attacks him, but Toothless saves him, and so everybody can see the Night Fury, because Toothless is the Night Fury. Everybody can see the Night Fury, and his dad says, close the gate, close the match, stop the match, because he didn't defeat the dragon Toothless, because Toothless attacked the other dragon, but his dad was waiting for him to break them up, but he didn't do that, and so his dad pulled him to the side, and he's like, I thought you, I, um, I thought you were a Viking. I, so his dad says, I thought you were a Viking, but it turned out, but it actually turned out that I was wrong. You are not a Viking, and you are not my son. But even though that was harsh, I do have to commend the dad for trying to protect him. Wait. Yeah, now I remember now. The dragon that he didn't attack tried to attack him, and then Toothless heard it, and then Toothless got in front of the dragon and was almost gonna attack, but Hiccup told him, Toothless, no, you don't have to attack, it's fine. And then the dragon almost attacked him anyway, and then the dad had to jump in, and all the other Vikings had to jump in to actually defeat the dragon, and they actually defeated the dragon. But when he told his dad about Toothless, because his dad didn't know that he was friends with Toothless. So when he told his dad about Toothless, he Hiccup actually said, Dad, I don't want to fight dragons anymore. I don't want to kill dragons anymore. I think dragons are just creatures who are just trying to protect their homes, and and then and then his dad found out, because Hiccup told him about Toothless finally, and then he tells him that Toothless, the dragon, actually took him to the mother's nest. And since the dragons have been attacking them from the get-go, from the very beginning, the 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 um the dad thinks, hey, if I can find the dragon's nest, I can kill the mother dragon, and so that way she can't have any more babies, and that way the dragons won't attack our lands anymore. So, with Hiccup giving him the information about the dragon's nest and telling his father that Toothless took him to the dragon's nest, the dad is off and he is preparing the ships to destroy the mother dragon. So Stoic, Toothless Dad, and the rest of the Vikings are off the shore to go to the mother's nest to actually destroy the mother dragon, and they took Toothless with them because Toothless knows where the mother dragon is, and whenever he gets to the mother dragon's nest, his ears perk up. So they just follow Toothless' ears to the mother dragon's nest, and they begin to and Hiccup actually sees them selling off, and 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 as and Astrid tells him, "Wow, you lost everything. Your dad, your friends. So what are you gonna do now?" And then so Hiccup decides that he is gonna stop his dad from attacking the mother dragon, and Astrid actually follows him and says that, and actually get all the other Vikings, especially the twin Vikings, to follow Hiccup and to stop his mother from killing the mother dragon. So they show up when the father is trying to when the father is trying to defeat the mother dragon, but the mother dragon has other dragons that are protecting her. So they are trying to fight off every single dragon, but the kids show up and they try to fight off every single dragon and try not to get okay. 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 I need to back up. Stoic makes it to the island, but defeating the rest of the mother dragon's bodyguards, the mother dragon is huge, so she tries to attack Stoic, and Goober is right by his friend's side, trying to help him, trying to protect Stoic, and then the kids show up, and then they try to defeat the mother dragon, and then it's Hiccup and Toothless who work together. They untie Toothless, and then Toothless helps Hiccup fly to the mother dragon, and they defeat the mother dragon. But there is one big issue. Hiccup got hurt, so he is on the ground, but there is a lot of smoke, so nobody can see anything. So Stoic finds him, and Hiccup, even though he lost a leg, even though he got really hurt and lost a leg, it's okay because at the end he turned out to be okay because Goober, the guy that he worked for, built him a prosthetic, and 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 the dragons in the Vikings made peace. So all of the dragons that were on the island, on the other side of the island, are now in Berk, where Hiccup and his family is. And now Toothless is actually sleeping in his room, and he helped Toothless get out of bed, and now the dragon world and now the dragon's world and the Vikings world, the war is now over, and now they are all at peace. So Hiccup goes outside with Toothless, and his dad actually says, "I'm so proud of you teaching um um and his so when Hiccup so when Hiccup goes outside, his dad says, "I am so proud of you. You taught us that there is more to life than killing dragons, and I am so proud to call you my son." And now the Viking world and the dragons world are at peace. No one's fighting anywhere, and the dragons are now pets to the Vikings. And I just love it. And I love Toothless just sleeping in the room by Hiccup. I'm just telling you, they're such good friends. It's just adorable. And How to Train Your Dragon doesn't stop there. I will see you guys next time for How to Train Your Dragon 2. Bye! And see you guys in my next video.